Switzerland is the most expensive country in Western Europe. The high cost of living is a challenge to everyone, especially if your income is on the low side. The fact is that there are basically expenses that you cannot run away from, like your transportation cost, your accommodation, energy bills, healthcare insurances, taxes, food and groceries, clothing, and the list goes on. But guys, it would be a costly mistake if all you could do throughout your working years is to earn money, pay bills, without even being able to save or invest anything for yourself. Hello lovelies, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, you are welcome. I hope you find every reason to subscribe to this channel. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back. In today's video, I will be talking about money. I will be sharing with you 7 tips and tricks that will help you to save money while living and working in Switzerland. As we all know, we are living in a period of global crisis with high cost of living everywhere. So it is of paramount importance that we learn how to save money. It is really important that we learn how to keep our expenses lower in order to be able to save something for ourselves for the future. I'll be taking you through how you can free up some cash and save money monthly, even though it is not a huge amount of money. It is worth it because when this money adds up over time, it becomes something substantial. Yet you may not have to cut back on the things you enjoy in the process. Little drops of water, they say, makes a mighty ocean. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. 7 tips and tricks that will help you to save money while living in Switzerland. Now, the first thing is to make sure to put aside some money before you start spending. Putting this money aside is a way of paying yourself. It could be 20%, 10%, or even 5% of your earnings, depending on what you have decided on. As a matter of priority, ensure to put money down for the future. Guys, I will recommend that you do this at the beginning of the month before you even start paying your bills. If you wait until the end of the month to set this money aside, this strategy may not work for you because money has a way of disappearing quickly. You would always have something to spend it on as long as it is available. And before you know it, your account is empty and you haven't even saved a dime. So make sure you keep something aside for yourself first. Number 2, avoid impulse buying. By impulse buying, I mean you purchasing something that you never planned or intended to buy beforehand. Some of us, especially we ladies, we love shopping. We just buy things for the fun of it. We cannot even make a difference whether it is a need or just a want. For instance, if you go to a shop to buy walking shoes and you have budgeted and planned for that, suddenly there is this lovely dress hanging visibly in front of you. Impulsively, you pick it up and you add it to the items you bought. Mind you, you never had any intention to buy it. And after buying these items, in some cases, you will realize that you really didn't need them after all. And you may end up stocking them in your boxes for several years without even using them. It is not because a friend of yours asks you to accompany him or her for shopping that you will start picking up items for yourself as well. Did you plan to buy these items? Did you? Guys, let's outgrow this habit so that we can save some money. I know it is sometimes hard to resist this temptation, especially during the sales season when everything looks like a bargain. Impulse buying has been taken into a whole new level now because of the rise of online shopping. You don't even have to be physically there in the shop to make this transaction. So this provides more opportunities for impulse buying. Number 3, reduce your spending at the supermarket. Shopping for food is one of the biggest weekly expenses for families in Switzerland. So finding means of cutting down on your expenses by researching and comparing prices of similar products in different supermarkets would obviously help you in saving up some money. You have to research on which supermarket sells grocery at a cheaper price because there is generally price differences between similar products at different supermarkets. You can as well plan your shopping around the time of the day when the shop is about to close. In this way, you can get fresh products on sales. Sometimes you can even enjoy discount of up to 50%. There are other range of things you can do to cut down on your spending, such as setting a budget, planning your meals, buying food in bulk, and storing food in the freezer. If you are on a low income, you can buy basic fresh food products, hygienic articles, and all major items for everyday use at a reduced price in the Caritas supermarkets. The Caritas supermarkets are located throughout Switzerland. In fact, all you need to do is to get your entitlement card, which you are expected to present before you are allowed to buy the products. This card can be obtained from the social security offices, church social welfare services, charitable associations, and the Caritas itself. Number 4, transportation. The cost of operating a car in Switzerland is alarming. This involves the fueling, maintenance, and parking. You know what? The total cost of car maintenance can even exceed the budget for food for some families. That is how expensive it can be. However, if you would like to cut down on this cost, you can as well use the train from time to time. Now, if you frequently use the train, I would recommend you buy the SBB half fare travel card, which gives you a 50% discount on your public transportation and most mountain transports. It costs 185 Swiss francs for 1 year. And if you are traveling with children aged 6 to 16, you should definitely buy the SBB Junior card, which costs 30 Swiss francs per year and entitles the child to travel free on public transportation and most mountain transport when traveling with a parent who has a valid ticket. Again, if you are very sure of your trip, especially if you are going far, you can purchase your train ticket in advance and so benefit from discounted fares and special promotions. So if you buy tickets in advance, there is this option called the Super Saver, which offers extreme discount. For instance, a normal one-way ticket from Montreux to Zurich is 40 Swiss francs. But with Super Saver, you can pay about 15 Swiss francs 40 centimes, even less than an SBB half-fare card. Number 5, accommodation. It is only in Switzerland that the amount of money left at the end of the month after receiving your paycheck depends on your accommodation. In most cases, for instance, housing costs for low-paid workers can go for around 40 to 50% of their salaries, depending on the location and the size of their apartment. So if you are able to reduce your monthly rent by moving to areas where the taxes and housing costs are lower, and avoid expensive places like Zurich, Geneva, Bern, Basel City, then you might be able to save some cash aside. This is because the cost of living and tax rates vary widely from town to town. So moving to the outskirts or neighboring villages where the taxes and rents are lower could be worthwhile. Number 6, saving on energy. Unfortunately, it's no secret that the cost of energy is rising all over the world, and the Swiss government have announced energy saving measures to help avoid blackouts in the country. There are some things you can do to reduce your energy usage that will in fact help to lower your utility bills. Things like substituting some baths for shower, spending less time in the shower, replacing your lights with LED lights, and forming the habit of switching off lights when not in use. Number 7, healthcare insurance. In Switzerland, basic health insurance is compulsory for every resident. If you are a foreigner, you are generally obligated to take out a Swiss insurance policy within 3 months after arriving in the country. The Swiss healthcare system is one of the most expensive in the world. The cost of health insurance in Switzerland ranges between 4,248 Swiss francs and 7,107 Swiss francs per year for an adult with a minimum deductible of 300 Swiss francs monthly. Swiss residents contribute between 354 Swiss francs and 591 Swiss francs to health insurance premium. If you want to save some money, then you have to compare insurances and also find out the premium and franchise that works for you. By so doing, you can save some money every year. If your insurance is too high, you can change it to help your savings. You can generally change the health insurance towards the end of every year. To do this, you must cancel your basic insurance by writing and make sure to sign the letter. Your letter must reach your current health insurer by 30th of November. Your current insurer will notify you by the end of October of your premium for the next year. These are some tips and tricks that will help you to save money while living and working in Switzerland. Please give this video a thumbs up if these tips were helpful to you. And do feel free to add more in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. Love from Hilaric's World.